Hello everybody and welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal Relay Racer. So, at the end of last part we had leading is Team Chikorita. They have a total, including all parts of the leg, since this is obviously still the first leg, this was a long game. Pokemon standards, that is. So, first leg, leader, right now is Team Chikorita, who has a total of 14 gym badges at this point in time. They're leading and heading towards Cinnabar Island. Second place, we have Team Cyndaquil, who just defeated Sabrina, who is now going to be going towards Cinnabar Island. Third place, we have Team Totodile, who is heading up towards Saffron City, fighting the same guy. If you look towards Team Charmander, that guy, yes. He has 6 Pikachus, Pokefan Joshua. And right behind him in 4th place, as I pointed out, Team Charmander, who just started fighting Pokefan Joshua and his 6 Pikachus. Behind them is Team Squirtle, who is on the route behind there. He's one route behind them, basically. He's right there, but it's a gap. But he's there, he's behind them. And in last place, we have Team Bulbasaur, who just defeated Jenny and is about to join Team Squirtle on this route. The hype is real, people. The hype is real. Why do I say that the hype is real? Well, it's simple. This episode is gonna be a doozy. I've been waiting to see this particular episode. Well, not this episode, per se, but when I was recording each individual part, I saw some very exciting things to me, and I was like, I need to see how things play out side by side. I need to see precisely how this works out, how close everyone is to each other, how is this going to go as we head towards the second leg. This is insanity to me. This is true insanity. But for me to point out what the insanity is, it would be paying attention to first place and second place, as you know they're both on the same route. He just defeated the last trainer on the route that is heading down towards Cinnabar. That is RNG. That is bad at this point in time. This is interesting to me, because as long as Team Chikorita has bad RNG, Team Cyndaquil can catch up. It comes down to RNG. Because in terms of battles, Nidoking will probably end up doing things faster than Xatu. But Xatu is higher level, so you never know. And then we have another one who's even closer. Like, in terms of close, these Team Totodile and Team Charmander are less than 2 minutes apart. When I did it, they were about 1 minute and 50 seconds apart from each other. When I checked, they were insanely close. And it's quite possible for them to, you know, they're very close. That's what I mean, they're very close. But now we have Team Cyndaquil finishing up the first trainer, heading out to the second trainer. Team Chikorita having some RNG. Team Totodile fighting a Fisher with a Gyarados, and we have Team Charmander fighting moving on to the second Bird Keeper. Team Squirtle is behind them fighting a Bird Keeper on the previous route, and Team Bulbasaur is on his tail. But as you can see with the way things are going, it's very simple right now. Like, Team Chikorita, it doesn't feel like he's losing that much time, right? But the fact of the matter is, if Team Cyndaquil goes through this area with little to no RNG, he will easily make up the time that these tentacle battles are costing Chikorita. Alright, what else am I looking at now? It's so hard to keep track of 6 screens, but it's very simple. Like, I know exactly where everyone is right now. Oh my god, are you serious right now? Hello? Yes? Yeah. I think she got no Uchiha. You hear? She got Uchiha probably. I think they got out because the host still back. And another was home. No. The only thing I do is turn on the light. Okay, shut up now. I am not over. Mommy! Mommy! I am doing stuff every single day. What am I supposed to do? Oh? What do you want me to do? Eventually, when I find something. I am looking for something. I'm going to hang up, you know. Okay, bye-bye. I am not a rude child. I am just tired of that conversation every time. You need to go look at job. You need to go look at job. If I'm applying to multiple places, I think that means that I'm looking at job. If I'm not getting calls, if I've done one interview, then I'm not looking at job, but I've gotten an interview. I'm not looking at job, but I've gotten mails constantly saying, "Oh, we didn't accept your thing. Oh, you do this, do that." How am I not looking at job is what I want to know. Anyway, that is going to be very annoying, and in a very early part, and everyone's gonna see it. Anyway, as you can see, Team Squirtle is now up in the area where Team Charmander and Team Totodile started. So he's roughly around 8 minutes or so behind Team Charmander. Team Chikorita has literally now claimed his 15th badge and is moving on to the final set of trainers in the game. He is now moving towards the end game, while Team Cyndaquil has now made it to Blaine. He's one trainer behind. You see what I'm talking about here, right? That RNG slowed down Chikorita, and now Team Cyndaquil is right there. Right there! It's insane. It's insanity, that's what it is. You know what else is insanity? Team Totodile and Team... Are they on the same... I don't even know. I haven't been paying attention to them at all. I don't think they're on the same trainer at all. Nah, he's on the final trainer, and he's on the second to last trainer on that route. That's what it is. That's what it is. And Team Bulbasaur's trying to make up some stagger on Team Squirtle, and Team Squirtle is... I should really talk about this more in depth right here. About how certain things happen. How certain people are doing well and how certain people aren't. So let's start off with Team Chikorita. Why Team Chikorita is doing absolutely amazing right now. The reason is Nidoran has been very much good all around throughout the entire thing. No problems with Sprout Tower, no problems with Faulkner, no problems with the last real trouble, which is what's his face? Bugsy. He has lots of power points. He got Horn Attack early. He had a lot of power points. He had no issues whatsoever. He could blaze through the game. Skip a few Pokemon centers early on in the game. He was great. Natu had problems being that he only had Peck. Still great. Made no issues. He had no issues going through the first part of the game. But Peck alone means he had to stop the Pokemon centers. He got Nightshade eventually. But he's done exceptionally well. Keep in mind, I've screwed Nidoking out of like 10 minutes on accident, so yeah, so I can't really say anything much. Then we turn to Totodile. Totodile started off in like 4th place. Let's start off with that. Totodile was in 4th for a long time. he was going back and forth between 4th and 3rd, and he settled in 4th for a while. Like, he ended up having a distance where, like, they were close, but he was still in 4th. The reason being, of course, being Sprout Tower slowed him. The reason he was separated from the main pack, obviously, Sprout Tower. One Sprout Tower took his because he was a rock ground type at this point in time. So Sprout Tower was the separation. He also had a bit of trouble because again he was from Team Water, which means Mr. Razorleaf himself, Chikorita and Bayleaf, making second rival battle a real pain. That was his issue. He had problems. He was much slower because of that. But eventually he caught up. As he started to keep up, I think what it was, higher special defense. I think his higher special defense allowed him to do a lot more and allowed him to catch up to who was eventually Team Squirtle. And they were neck and neck as he was neck and neck, and then he evolved into Pupitar. He took over, and then Team Squirtle evolved into Rhydon, tried to keep up, but it couldn't keep up with Pupitar for some reason. I don't really know why. I think the special defense still was hammering Squirtle a bit too much. And it was also 4 points too, I think that. And then Tyranitar, and that's when the gap just grew. Then we go into 4th place. Charmander is literally the success story of Leg 1. Or should I say Zubat. He started off as a Zubat. As you know, Zubat is garbage. Leech Life. Then you're gonna have to go Supersonic. He ran a struggle strategy for the first part of the game, which allowed him to catch up to 5th place, which was Team Bulbasaur. Team Bulbasaur eventually, and he had trouble. Like, he was pretty far behind. And then he got Bite, started to catch up even more. He got Winged and got past Bugsy pretty successfully. I was like, once he got past Bugsy, he was pretty much in the clear. He was good. Once that happened, it was just the next step of... He was stuck as a Golbat for a while, but as a Golbat, because of Wing Attack and the amount of power points he had, and how fast the animation was, he was just catching up like bam, 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 bam. It was insane. Oh my god, they were heading towards the same trainer. That is insanity! Look at how close Team Bulbasaur, Team Chikorita thing are. Then we got to Team Squirtle. Team Squirtle started off pretty successfully. Horn Attack, really good move, really powerful. He was doing really well. And then he wasn't. He wasn't able to keep up, and a lot of his moveset wasn't that good after a while, so he ended up falling back behind after a while. He got Rollout. Rollout is his best tool, but Rollout is also inaccurate, so it can screw him over. Like, it's on service power points, he can go far because of it, doesn't have to use Pokemon Center, but the time he saves not using a Pokemon Center is usually overturned by the fact that Rollout is gonna eventually miss and ruin something that should have saved a lot more power points than it did. Again, yeah, and then Bulbasaur had a very bad start. Ekans started with Wrap. Wrap is a terrible move. He was basically Leech Lifing. Like, he started off better than me. But eventually, he got Bite. It wasn't enough. And his evolution didn't change matters as much as it should have. I mean, yes, he has a lot of power points. Not enough to say he'll be doing amazing. It's just, he's behind. But again, now we have... But that's how we got here. We are now about close to halfway through this video, and let's just watch right now. Team Chikorita is literally on one trainer, or is it two trainers now? Yeah, one trainer ahead of Team Cyndaquil. Team Totodile is on Sabrina, while Team Charmander is literally about to head into the Sabrina battle. I don't know if they'll end up fighting Sabrina at the same time, but this is where we're at. This is what's happening right now. They are this close to each other, and it is insane. And we have Team Squirtle literally almost at the end of the route, heading towards Sabrina's gym too. And behind him is Team Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is fighting the King's guy. He's still behind the 6 Pikachus, which is a very big time waster, but he is there. They are there. It is insanity right now. Everyone, like the gap, like let me just put it between the gap between first place and last place is huge. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. Team Chikorita has this huge advantage over Team Bulbasaur. And while I do believe Bulbasaur will have a faster run than Chikorita, unless Bulbasaur can somehow manage to close this gap over the next 4 legs and turn this gap into something like a 5-minute gap, there is no way he's gonna win this league. There's no way he's gonna win. There's no way he's gonna beat Chikorita. And I'm not saying Bulbasaur is gonna have like a 5-minute faster than Chikorita run. It's quite possible he'll be much faster than Chikorita. Because Chikorita is obviously gonna be the slowest one out of all the starters. But Totodile had Chikorita by like 40 minutes. There's no way Bulbasaur's run is going to be as fast as Totodile's run. In fact, I'm going to have Totodile to be the fastest run, yes, even faster than Squirtle, for that last leg. And if you're behind Totodile at the start of that leg, you're out of the race already. That's how I see it, at least. So, like, Chikorita is literally trying to get like, okay, on their individual race, I lost by like 40 minutes to Totodile. I have to somehow be less than 40 minutes ahead of Totodile, when somehow have to be more than 40 minutes ahead of Totodile going into this. Totodile is like 16 minutes behind right now. That's a good start, but you never know, Totodile might make up that stagger at any leg. It's possible. Anyway, Team Chikorita is now heading towards the final gym, going towards Trainer Blue. On top of that, we also have Cyndaquil fighting the last regular trainer in the run. He's up there. Charmander's chasing behind Team Totodile. He's literally on the same trainer. They are on the same trainer. Team Squirtle is wrapping up this route. Team Chikorita is now fighting Blue. And Team Bulbasaur is, Pikachu guy. What can you do about that? He's Pikachu guy. But look at that, they're so close. Totodile is literally like, I need to get the hell away. Team Charmander is on my butt. Like, oh gosh, Team Charmander, like White and Rice, we need to run like man, we need to get away from here right now. And Chikorita's like, I can see the ending. I beat Blue, I talk to Oak, I go to Mount Silver, I beat Red, and I'm done. I've won. I've handed off my baton. He can see the ending. Cyndaquil's like, all I have to do now is go in there, face Blue, and hopefully I can, even if I don't beat him to the second leg, I can be right on his tail going into that second leg, and hopefully I can make sure that I'm not too far behind, because all I need to be is right on his tail, and then eventually through my run as a Cyndaquil, I will catch that Chikorita and I will whap. That's all I need to do. And they're now both on Blue. Insanity, guys. Insanity. They're so neck and neck right now. I can't believe this is happening. I honestly did not expect Nidoking to end up having this much trouble, but they're neck and neck. They're neck and neck. And Blue used to fall. This was a very bad run of Blue by Nidoking. I should have Ice Punched and then followed up with a return. But I used return. I was hoping for a one-shot Gyarados. Is a bit too bulky for that. I should have used Ice Punch on that second time I used return, but mistakes were made, unfortunately. And that is why we have Zatu right on his tail. It is insane. Team Squirtle is now literally in the gym, while Team Charmander, like, what the hell, man? These two are so close. Like, This is ridiculousness right now. Just watching this race is ridiculous. Bulbasaur is pretty. Bulbasaur's got a lot of catching up to do for real though. He's just starting the final leg of that route, while Squirtle is now in the gym. I mean, oh my god, this is insanity. This is hype. What Team Chikorita is pretty close. Team Chikorita is doing really well. I'll give them that. They're doing exceptionally well. Really, 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 really well. I'll give them that. They're doing an exceptionally good job. Look at how close, like, Totodile has just made it to Cinnabar. He's one trainer away from Cinnabar. I mean, come on, man. Why are you guys so cool? I mean, oh my god. They're both fighting Arcanine at the same time. What the hell? What is this insanity? Blue has one trainer. Look at how look at that. He did Blue so much faster than Chikorita. Chikorita is literally right on, like, Cyndaquil is right on Chikorita's ass. Like, whoa! Look at this. Look at, like, Chikorita's like, alright, beat him. Gotta get to Pallet. Gotta talk to Oak. Gotta just get the hell out of here. And now he's like, I've beaten all of his Pokemon, but all I have to do is get to Pallet. I'm right on him. I just have to stick on him. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at how close they are. Oh, Blue, I tried to roll out all Squirtle. I think, who is this? Is this? Oh, Sabrina's much stronger than that. This is Psychic Jared. I think this Psychic did not like Team Squirtle at all. As you can see, look. I remember one of them rollout was missing a lot. I was like, this is so stupid. I have to rely on return for this. Look at them both, Dr. Oak. They are so neck and neck right now. Like, this is the closest they have ever been. I think this is literally the closest they've ever been since the start, or since that whole weird point when Cyndaquil actually took the lead. Like, they were neck and neck, guys. Like, what is this? And now we have Team Charmander using the Pokemon Center because he needs it. And now we see Team Chikorita, more RNG. More RNG. Team Cyndaquil is right on your butt. You don't need the RNG right now. Oh my god. Team Totodile also had some RNG just now, but he's not sweating it. Except he gets more. Now Charmander's like, I see you there. You gain RNG? You want to trade ahead of me? I'm coming for you. I just have to take a little pit stop for my Pokemon Center. But me, I'm good now. I'm coming for you. Oh no, RNG. Ouch. And here we see Team Chikorita, Team Cyndaquil healing in the Pokemon Center. Team Chikorita going, Mount Silver, trying to do his stuff. And now Team Cyndaquil is chasing towards Mount Silver. Will he catch up? Oh, RNG. Problems. Team Totodile is now facing off against, oh, Team Cyndaquil hit with that RNG himself. Right now, RNG is bad. At the start of the game, bad RNG is technically good RNG for some mons, bad RNG for others. Like if you're good enough to handle the mons at lower levels, and you're good, but other mons can't do it. And there I went the wrong direction with Chikorita. He got RNG, and you're like, oh snap. Cyndaquil is right there. He's right there. He's coming. No RNG. He's right there. Can he do it? Will he pass Chikorita? The hype is real. The race is close. It is neck and neck. We have Charmander heading towards Blaine. Will he have any RNG? Will he make it free? He's RNG free. He is now getting into the same battle as Team Totodile. We are watching two neck and neck people. And it is official. Team Cyndaquil has taken the lead. But wait, what do we have here? Team Chikorita has once again reclaimed the lead. They are literally neck and neck to the point where Chikorita has actually lost his lead position at this point. And he's the first into the cave. Team Chikorita rushing away with it. Flash. Boom. He is now going through Mount Silver. Now I'm going to point out I did this Mount Silver blind as hell, and I went through it flawlessly. Well, there we go. He is in Mount Silver. The final part. We have 5 minutes to go. I don't think 5 minutes... Well, I think 5 minutes is enough time to beat Red. I don't think 5 minutes is enough time to actually do Mount Silver and beat Red. But now we have Team Totodile going through to the next route, while Team Charmander is trying his best to keep up. It is so neck and neck between these guys. And now we have Team Squirtle has definitely beaten Sabrina. He rolled out all over her, by the way. I was very much celebrating that rollout. That was a very good rollout combo. Now we have Team Bulbasaur is relying on a struggle strategy to get to the remainder of this route because he ran out of power points. He skipped the Pokemon Center. He ran out of power points like he was like 4 power points short in general, but it worked out in his favor as he can now move on to the Pokemon Center thing. As you can now see, RNG is hammering both Chikorita and Cyndaquil, but it's not bad because Chikorita now has taken back his lead, and even though his RNG is an issue, he's not having that bad RNG. It's a cave. Cave RNG is pretty much always bad, but it's not that bad right now for him. I can't even describe it. And now Cyndaquil has now entered the cave. Team Chikorita is literally making his way through. I never taught Flash. I thought Flash, but I never taught Flash. So now I have to scroll all the way down for Flash to give to Bellsprout, I think I gave it to. And now he has to teach Flash again. Now he has to use Flash to go through this cave. I cannot do Mount Silver blind like that. I mean, I'm not that kind of player, guys. I can't do it. So now, while he's on the first part of Mount Silver, Team Chikorita has now ascended to the second part of Mount Silver and is making his round. We are literally the neck and neckiest of we've ever neckiest been. I checked that item with Team Cyndaquil because I realized I skipped over Team Chikorita. I was like, if it's a full restore or something, it can come in handy, but it's just a retarded Ultra Ball. So everyone else will be skipping that, and every subsequent one will be skipping that item. But as you guys can see, as we head towards these last few minutes of this episode, Team Chikorita has once again cemented his lead. It's not a big lead, mind you. RNG can change it, but he's cemented his lead. Then we have Team Totodile, and Team... Are they fighting the same trainer? Yes, they are! Oh my god, they are so insanely close to each other. And then Totodile gets hit with an RNG. It's so... Oh my god, look at the gap. They started more than 2 minutes. They started less than 2 minutes apart. And the gap is closed. The gap is closed. And as you can see, RNG is bad in this case for Zato because he cannot afford to use up too much of his power points for Psychic. He can't afford to use Psychic because you don't know how much you need, so he has to use Nightshade on anything because none of his other moves are effective against the right type. So he's very much in a bad position, anything that's not a go back. And now we have Chikorita facing off against Red. 1.5 minutes left. Can he beat Red in this time? Hell no. We all know he can't. But you guys see it. He has secured his lead. He is a better battler than Zato. And this is a battle where Zato will not be able to do anything. He may have messed up, but there are no Gyarados to mess him up this time. He's clear. He's pretty much in the clear. He's gonna hand off first. There's no doubt in my mind he's handing off first. Then, we also have Zato having some problems with the cave itself. That's problematic. We have Team Totodile facing that trainer with the Remoraid. He's a bit ahead of Team Charmander, but they're literally neck and neck. Charmander's having some RNG issues. Squirtle is behind. He's on the route with Cinnabar, heading towards Cinnabar Island, finding the last trainer going towards Cinnabar. He is doing a magnificent job. Squirtle's doing great. Bulbasaur is now heading towards Sabrina, and that is basically how we will end off this episode as Team... There you have it, guys. We are at the end of the first leg. Next episode, not only will Team Chikorita hand off, Team Cynical will hand off, and I and I'm 100% sure Totodile and Charmander will join them. See you guys in the next episode of Pokemon Crystal Relay Run.